To celebrate 50,000 subscribers, we're going to do a question and answer time with Twitch chat. My friends up here. They are wonderful human beings that have all decided to submit questions. I don't know what questions they want. So, yeah, let's find out what they're asking. I'm imagining that Talking Scribe, being the person who is selecting these questions, has chosen some real doozies. Because chat, let's level with you. You're all a bunch of weirdos. If you've sat here watching my stupid British backside, playing a dumb mobile game that we all like for some reason on your phone, and you think, you know what's even better? I'm going to watch this moron play it. Then sure, there's got to be something going on here that's weird that makes you ask strange questions. So here we go. Let's go with the first question. If I had the power to correct one problem in the world, what would you fix? I know the answer to this. I would fix this lava lamp! This lava lamp hasn't worked for so long! And I don't know why! Stupid light bulb, I don't even know if they sell the light bulbs anymore. It's from the friggin' 90s! That's one problem in this world, is my lava lamp doesn't work. And it sucks. Do I like triangles? Yes, I like triangles. Listen to this little thing. Triangle noises! It's the best percussion instrument in the world. What's the strangest thing in your refrigerator? I've got some leftover mackerel from about a week ago. And you know why it's strange? Because it doesn't smell. A mackerel is a really smelly fish. Yet, but for some reason, this mackerel has been in my fridge for ages, but it doesn't smell. And that's the strange thing. You think you open the fridge and the fridge is going to stink of mackerel? Nah, it doesn't smell of anything. It's like smellless mackerel. Either I've wrapped that up real good, or it's strange. How did you get to know people like Scribe, Tartarus, and other big names in your channel? Oh, how? They showed up. The question is, how the heck did they get to know me? They just came here and started saying things in my chat, just the same way you guys found me. Maybe they started with YouTube, maybe it was Reddit, maybe it was Twitch. Either way, they came up. They were legends. The story behind Scribe is simple. I needed a moderator in a moment of emergency because there were no moderators. I knew Scribe was a regular of the stream. I knew he was trustworthy. So I just made him a mod. And that was meant to be a mod for an hour. And then I forgot to unmod him. And then across the next week, I just realized chat was so much better. And Scribe figured out how predictions and things worked. He was just good. And he first found me through Reddit. Oh, look at that. Look at him. He's actually answering the question himself. There you go. Fascinating story, guys, of how I met Scribe. He showed up. What's my favorite shiny Pokemon? Favorite shiny Pokemon? I don't know. Shiny Skarmory looks pretty cool. Shiny Politoed's blue. I like that. But really, I just take any shiny. Like, have you ever moaned playing Pokemon? Oh, I didn't want that shiny. No, the response and the correct response is, oh, I got a shiny. Let's go. Right? It's not, oh, I didn't want that one. Right? Get in the bin. If you're a shiny stickler who complains, oh, I didn't get the right shiny, you just leave chat. Get banned. Go. Leave. You know, if you like that, put a comment down below and give yourself a slap across the face. Why did I slap myself? I'm not one of those people. What's the best trip you've ever taken? If you could go anywhere in the world, where would I travel? And if I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? First, if I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Any of the tax havens. Anywhere where there's zero tax. If I could live there and I had property there and I could afford the cost of living, I'm off to the Cayman Islands. Zero tax sounds amazing. Monaco, let's go. Everywhere else with 0% tax. I think Bermuda, is that 0% tax as well? We're going. Right, when you're self-employed and Mr. Taxman is chasing you wherever you live. This is the great thing about a YouTuber. Everything's online. You can live anywhere. You just got to get the visas and everything. So technically, tax-free. Tax-free living. That said, NHS, free healthcare. You know what? No. The amount of money the tax man takes off me, I can pay for my own bloody healthcare. Yeah. Never mind. Anyway, what was the other question? What's the best trip I've ever taken? Trips. I don't really go on trips. I mean, Paris is nice. I went to Paris. Amsterdam was good. Although there was a trip in Amsterdam that I didn't enjoy too much. Probably Paris. And if I could go anywhere in the world, where would I travel to? Guys, do you want to know where the best place in the world is? The one place in the world I love more than anywhere else. It's this. It's my bed. The bed is the only correct answer. Your bed, or my bed in case of this, that's the best place in the world. I go there every night. It's fantastic. I wouldn't want to be in any other bed. What I hate is when you go away on a abroad holiday, or even maybe not an abroad holiday, and the bed sucks. No matter how good it is, you miss your own bed, and the first thing you do when you get home is you do exactly this. Tell me if you've never done this before from a holiday. This is exactly what you do. Oh! Oh, yes! Home! Oh! Right? For some reason, you have some platonic orgasm while hugging your bed. It's so true. We've all done it. You have a long travel home. The first thing you do is belly down on that bed and you make love to it with your arms. Alright. Oh, here we go. Some stuff about my career as a streamer. Is this your job or do you do something else for a living? Nope, this is what I do. It's fun. It's great. I went full-time during COVID and I don't regret it. And yeah, I have a great time. I've met some amazing people. It's been real good fun, and I wouldn't change anything. In fact, Barry and June were the best things to happen to me in 2020. They're absolute legends. Barry completely changed my approach to content creation. Watching that machine of a human being make as many videos as he does, that just kicked me up the backside and made me make more, which is pretty much just paid off. I mean, I know I didn't make that many videos last week, but normally, I'm doing like a video pretty much every day. So yeah, fantastic stuff. What job have you had in the past, or even now, apart from streaming? I used to work at a restaurant for a little bit. Hated it. I used to be a conductor for orchestras. That was fun, but I didn't get paid. So that was also kind of crap. I mean, you need money to live. It's kind of the rule of life. But besides that, not really had many other jobs because I'm young. I'm only 23. So I left university as a streamer. Weird, I know, because there's a lot of people that become streamers after they've already done a job and a career and they think, I'm going to become a streamer now. But for me, I just jumped into the deep end and was like, this is what I'm going to do. And it was an accident. I didn't plan on it. Just somehow you guys liked my content and I realized I made enough money to live off. And actually, if I put my hours into content creation as opposed to searching for a different job, I would actually make a decent amount of money to live off. And here I am. I got a nice apartment. I got decent clothes. I got water. Water's important. Drink water, guys. It's good for you. And I'm looking after myself and I'm staying healthy. And my mental health is better than it's ever been. So yeah, I love it. What inspired me to stream Idle Heroes? And do you ever get bored of playing? So, I used to get bored of Idle Heroes every now and then. But then the important thing to do, if you ever get bored of a game, is either quit or find your definition of fun. It's so easy to forget that we play games to have fun when it's a game that's pay to win like Idle Heroes. For me, the free-to-play series, the VIP series, have re-sparked a love for the game that I just didn't have before. Being able to do the early game again, which is my favorite part of the game, that's why I do it over and over again. I don't like end game content. I love early game and mid game, because the whole reason I started streaming was I didn't want other people to make mistakes early on that causes them to quit, or even worse, to waste all their money early on. So I just wanted to educate people about smart spending and also how to play the game free to play without ruining your own progress. And I feel like I've done a pretty good job of doing that. And sure, we do account reviews all the time, and I roast people for the poor decisions they've made, but the goal is by roasting those people to show people how it works. It's good fun. Next question, what inspired me to do video game content? Honestly, I've played games my entire life. When I was a kid, I think I was 5 or 6, I got a PlayStation 1. I played World Rally Championship 2003, and I've played video games ever since. What caused you to want to be a streamer? I didn't want to be, it just kind of happened. I didn't even know what Twitch was until I started streaming. I was like, how do I stream? How do I show people games live? And then I discovered Twitch, and then it all started from there. Now, next up, we got some generic questions. Okay, what motivates you to work hard? Ooh, that is an amazing question because it changes all the time. So at the beginning, it was fun and enthusiasm. I just wanted to do it. Let's go. And I'm actually really hard to motivate because it takes a lot to get me invested in something. But when I do get invested in something, I hammer down and it's all I want to think about and all I want to do. A lot of you might be able to relate to that, especially if you have perfectionist tendencies, that you put everything else aside and you just want to focus on that one thing. Now, that's the main cause of motivation. Also, as I've grown up, that's kind of gone onto the wayside and it's changed into, I guess there's a little bit of, if I don't work hard, I won't have money, and if I don't have money, I'm going to have to find a cheaper apartment. I'm going to have to cut down on the food I eat, or even worse, go live back with my parents. I don't want that. And my motivation of independence is the other thing that causes me to work hard. And as well, I think you've got to find the right balance between working hard and working strategically. Because you can work every single day of your life super hard and completely burn yourself out. And you could be working in a bottom paid job that doesn't make you very much money at all, but you're destroying yourself in the process. That's not working hard, that's working so unhealthily. You can work hard and work smart, which is to do good work often enough that you produce good quality stuff, you make a decent living, but then also find the time to look after yourself. That's the most important thing. You cannot motivate yourself to work hard if you burn out. So just stay strong. Least favorite teacher and why? Oh man, that is a great question. So I've had so many great teachers over the years. There was a teacher I had who was my philosophy teacher who was hilariously funny. And he would teach philosophy in a really interesting way where we would just debate philosophical ideas. But it wasn't a very good way to learn because it was just taking what class thought and writing that into essays. It wasn't very good. So he was good and also bad at the same time. But the best teacher I ever had was a maths teacher called Mr. Platt. And Mr. Platt was just so good at teaching maths. I cannot stress to you how easy Mr. Platt made maths. And there was this one kid that came in from elementary school to come and learn maths with our class. And Mr. Platt knew I was good at maths. I was top of the class. So he thought, right, Mark's not motivated anymore. Because this is what happens. When something gets easy, I lose my motivation. I become bad at that thing. I don't want to try hard because it becomes easy and I become complacent. So what he did is when he spotted this was happening, he got this kid, he brought this kid in and sat them right next to me. And this kid was like 5 years younger than I was, but as good as I was at maths. And you have no idea how infuriating it is when you, a 15-year-old boy, is set next to some 10-year-old little smart-ass who is like the next Einstein, who is just as good at maths as you, and you've spent your entire academic career being top of the class, and suddenly you've got this little midget, blonde-haired, sprocket of a human being like,
I know how to do Pythagoras' theorem as well, and I can solve quadratics in my head.
And I'm like, oh, this kid. And believe it or not, it totally worked, because that teacher knew he had to motivate me somehow. And it turned out some stupid, smart-ass 10-year-old was the solution. So that was the best teacher I ever had. What a legend. Now, another question. If I could go back in time, what year would I travel to? I know exactly when I travel to. Right. This is going to sound like the most stupid answer, but it's the correct answer. I would go back in time, and I would go back literally Fuck you, Tartarus! Thank you. Where was I? I would go back in time to this time last year. And I would invest every single penny I had into Dogecoin. That's it. I would turn around to myself this time last year and say, yo, dude, invest in Doge. Easy. Easiest answer to any question I've ever been asked. What shampoo do you use? I use herbal essences, and it's got argan oil in it. Argan oil is real good for your hair. Real good for your hair. So, yeah, I would do that. If I were to feed my can of food a dog, and Wednesday was the day of the wedding, but it happened on the clouds and mushrooms were taken over whilst all the monkeys ate apples and swinging on cardboard, what day was the day where the day went to a park on a Tuesday night out with friends? What kind of question is that? Did you slip and fall on your mouse and just click predictive text over and over again? Maybe. Maybe you're just trying to be funny. What's funny is that question doesn't even have an author. So you've just submitted something real dumb for your own pleasure. So congratulations, idiot in chat that submitted that. Get in the bin. Did you know that the tongue of a frog is as soft as the brain of a rat? What are these questions? These aren't questions! These are just statements with a question mark at the end. What is wrong with you? If there was a collab, what franchise would I want to see? What does that mean? If there was a collab, do you mean if I was to collab with something, what franchise would I want to collab with? I don't know. Maybe some luxury clothes brand that just wants to give me a load of clothes.
Don't you just hate it when your cat wakes you up like this? Meow. 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 Meow.
Sentiax, you can also take after Tartarus and get in that friggin' bin with him. I'm sure there's room for two. What's my opinion on the chestnut-fronted macaw? What the Scribe! How are you letting these questions through? They're garbage. If I went to uni, how was my uni experience? You'll be going in a month. Ooh, that's a great question. My university experience was mostly caught up with basically just socializing with friends. Make sure you make a load of friends, or try to, or a tight group of friends. Join societies. It'll be the biggest mistake of your life if you don't get in on the societies. It's so easy to just do the work at university, but that's not why you're there. You're there to better yourself and become a much more well-rounded person and discover who you are. The degree comes second. The most important thing is character building. So what you need to do is you need to go there, find some people you enjoy spending time with, whether it's as crazy as the video game society, whether it's a new hobby, join the snowboarding society, I don't know. Just join something and go and have just an amazing time making friends, and just make sure you do your work, but also find time for socializing, because if you don't, you will not get the most out of uni. That's the best advice I can give you for that. If I was able to see my future self, what would I ask him? How's Bitcoin doing? I don't know. I would literally just be like, yo, what do I invest in? That's the only thing future me can give me that's of any value. I can't be like, yo, how's the girls going, dude? No, it's just like, yo, what do I invest in so we're both richer? There's not a lot you can ask your future self. Yo, did it grow any longer? Are we still ripped? How's that hemorrhoid doing? Recently been searching for a new PC. Is your PC fast for gaming and is it expensive? Not anymore, it ain't. It was okay 3 years ago. But then 3 years happened. Do I have any online usernames I used before MKxJUMP? Yes. I used to be called MKjump without the X, and then some guy stole that name on Xbox, so I had to be MKxJUMP. There was also The Radiant Avenger. That was pretty badass. And Space Boy. I don't know why Space Boy, but Space Boy was a name I used for quite a while. Also Sparky. Sparky was a name I used. Sparky Marky was my nickname when I was a little toddler. So Sparky was a name I used to use for a good time. Anyway, guys, to finish up, we have the lightning round. Okay, here we go. Time to answer as many questions quickly and fastly as I possibly can. Are you ready, chat? Let's make it happen. How old am I? 23. Coffee, iced or hot? Hot. Should I use AMB on Garuda? No. Do you have a girlfriend? No. Did you share a kiss with the bros after you won pool? What? What kind of question's that? Yes, I won a game of pool tonight with my friends at a sports bar. No, I didn't kiss them. What kind of... No, I'm like, oh, I beat you. Let's have a beautiful smooch right now. No, what is wrong with you? And finally, what is the meaning to life and how should you live it? Cheese.